Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to another episode of The Cider Drinker. I'm shocked. I'm surprised that I'm actually doing this particular cider on the channel today, because as far as I was aware, this company only ever did bag-in-the-box ciders, which, as you know, I don't feature on the channel because, hell, if I'm going to go through like 20 litres of cider in a day. But yeah, for the first and quite possibly might be the last time on this channel, I'm with Snails Cider Company. Crazy. Today, I have got a bottle of their fruit bat. There we go. Yeah, judging by the state of the bottle, I'm assuming this has been heavily recycled and reused, which isn't a bad thing, to be fair. You know, it's good to see that things are actually being, reused and everything. But yeah, I never realised that they did them in bottles. Maybe they don't, I don't know. Because this bottle was kindly sent to me by drinksmatch.com. So I'll be interesting to see. I mean, they must do, because obviously they've got the label and everything on there, and there's, the proper bottle and stuff like that. So, yeah, weird. Bizarre. But hey-ho, there we go. First time foray into the Snails Cider Company. Now, what I will say before I get into the review is that I have had quite a lot of their infused ciders in the past. This one being one of them. But obviously that was bag in the box, it was still, and it was obviously warm. This is probably not going to be either of those. So obviously this is going to be probably a completely different taste to how that is. Now, another thing is that there's still a little bit of debate as to whether Snails Bank actually does use natural ingredients in its infused ciders. I tried to look at information online and there's hardly anything about it. All that you get is basically what's on this bottle, which I will read now. Snails Bank cider is made in the heart of apple growing country, Herefordshire. We select the best fruit that the locality has to offer and use our years of experience to craft ciders that are traditional, yet suit the modern palate. We don't believe in chemicals or additives. We work with nature, not against it, and, we think you'll agree, the results speak for themselves. Now, that to me does say, or sounds to me like they do use natural ingredients in their ciders, which I hope they do, because they are quite prevalent in a lot of my local pubs and bars. Fruit Bat cider is a crisp apple cider blended with strawberry, raspberry and blackcurrant. Perfect over ice on a freshly mown lawn. I have neither of those today. So yeah, this is a 330ml bottle, as you can see, and is a pretty average 4% ABV, as is usually the case for infused ciders like this one. So yeah, so they're based in Pencombe, Herefordshire, if you wanted to know. Sulfites used for freshness, gluten-free and vegan friendly. So there we go. Yeah, let's waste no more time. Let's get this bottle open and just see what I make of it. There was a slight hiss. Does that mean it's carbonated? I don't know, because all the Snails Bank ciders are still. Smells like Ribena. It smells like Ribena. Yeah. Quite fruity. Ooh, nice sound. Nice sound as it was coming out of the bottle there. No, it's still. Ooh. Don't smash the glass there, bloody hell. Anyway, I think I did a review before this. Yeah, I did. Right, colour. Now, as you can clearly see, it is filtered, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not iridescent. It's not a garish colour. It's quite a nice ruby red colour. In a way, it sort of looks a little bit like a rosé wine, sitting here in the glass. Nice, not overly, radiated in bright purple or anything like that. So that does look inviting. It looks like it has got natural ingredients in it. So yeah, it does look inviting. What's it smell like? Okay, now instead of Ribena, it is smelling like cherry or blackcurrant halls or soothers. Yeah, blackcurrant soothers. Yeah, definitely. Did it say it had blackcurrants in it? It certainly does. Yes, that is the predominant smell I'm getting from there. An underlying hit of the raspberries as well. Not really much strawberry. I'm surprised at that. Normally, strawberry is the dominant flavour whenever it's added into a cider. But yeah, getting none of that. There's a slight mustiness about it. Definitely a slight mustiness. I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. We'll find out as I go in for the taste now, so here we go. Cheers everyone, and here's to Snails Bank's first foray onto the channel with their fruit bat, courtesy of drinksmatch.com. Cheers. Apologies for the loud train just going past. It's sweet. I'm definitely getting all three flavours coming through on the taste there. Getting the strawberry. Strawberries is on the back end. As you're tasting it, you're getting the blackcurrant and the raspberry, but strawberry is definitely dominating the back end on this flavour. And I'll tell you what, it's not a thick body. It's quite light. Juicy, I would say, actually. There is definitely no sugary, syrupy, thick texture behind it. I'm not getting any cloying up at the back of the throat where like the sugar has been, where sugar's been added in. I reckon we have natural ingredients in this. It definitely tastes like it does. And I tell you what, I'm getting quite a nice hint of vanilla along with the strawberry on the back end too. With a very, very slight, almost like it's a vanilla sponge on the back end. Definitely sort of a cakey, it's hard to describe, but yeah, a cakey sort of aftertaste. You know, you've bitten into a Victoria sponge. You're getting that strawberry and the vanilla with the, you know, with like creamy butter or something like that. I tell you what, because I've had this on bag in the box, I would actually say that tastes better than the bag in the box version. Definitely. I don't know what it is, whether it's because it's just been warmed up or it's just been, you know, sitting at room temperature, but yeah, that tastes quite nice. It really does. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. I can see this because there's quite a few of my local bars and pubs. They have ciders, but they're not ciders, they're from Lily's. And, well, that's a different story altogether. But replace Lily's with Snails Bank. I think you're onto a winner there. I've had their rhubarb and custard bag in the box. That was nice. I've had their pineapple. That was also nice. And this is definitely nice. I think this is what could be known as like their flagship sort of infused cider, because you see fruit bat literally everywhere. Well, I say literally everywhere, but every time we see a Snails Bank cider, it is most likely going to be fruit bat. They do have some traditional ciders as well. I think it's I think one of them is called like Appley Dappley or something like that. But they definitely do have traditional base apple ciders as well. They aren't just to do with the infused stuff, but I've not tried them yet. This one, however, is, yeah, it's got some lovely flavours behind it. It's juicy, it's not overly sweet, it's got a light body, and it tastes natural. So let's go for a final taste before a final verdict. The only downside to it, really, is that not getting much in the way of like an actual apple flavour coming through. I'm assuming, I don't know how much, you know, how much apple apple juice has gone into this. I don't know the percentages and whatnot, because you can't get much information from it. But do you know what? This is good. This is nice. I sort of didn't know what to expect from this, I'm going to say, but I am pleasantly surprised. I can definitely see this hitting all the right spots with a lot of, I would say, younger generation cider drinkers who are like sort of just starting out on exploring the world of cider and infused ciders, and it's a great one to wean them off the likes of Krapperberg and Recorder rubbish and whatnot. Definitely a great stepping stone onto that, because it damn well tastes natural, and it has some really great flavours as well. So yeah, a great first impression by Snails Bank for me. So, well, for the bottles anyway, not the bag in the box. With that said, I'm going to go and give Snails Bank's Fruit Bat Infused Cider a 7 out of 10. Yeah, it pleasantly surprised me, this one. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do any more of their range, because I don't know if it's actually available in bottles, but if I do, I'll definitely search out for them and I'll track them down and hopefully review them on the channel. But for now, that is another episode of The Cider Drink for you guys. I hope you liked it, and as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, I'm glad to say, I don't think this is a cider pop. I think this is all natural, so I will definitely be enjoying the rest of this Snails Bank's Fruit Bat, courtesy of drinksmatch.com. Take care, guys. Till next time.